at Battersea Power Station in London to check out the latest in Gymkhana action. It's extreme, it's got dirt and everything, and also the video game in which you can play Gymkhana, which is Dirt 3 from Codemasters. So we're here today, it's sunny, and there's dirt. Perfect.
Okay, so my name's Gehan Pathiraja. I'm the lead car handling designer in the racing studio at Codemasters, and recently we just did Dirt 3.
Awesome. Recently? Does that mean it's done now?
Well, don't you think it's done?
Well, everyone's leaving. The party was here, now everyone's done. Everyone's done with it. Well, it's looking great, and do you know what else is looking great? Look at that. Battersea Power Station, and we're here for what reason? You know, this is the first time Gymkhana is coming in the game. What does this mean to you guys to have this?
Right, so, well, I mean, we're here at London Battersea Power Station. We're here to show off Dirt 3, namely the Gymkhana mode, which is all about showboat in your car, you know, drifting a ridiculously powerful car around tarmac environments. And the main level for that in Dirt 3 is Battersea Power Station. So what was fiction has now become reality. So we're showing it off to the press, showing you what you can actually do in a car, and luckily Ken Block and
happened to be here
and is doing a few events. So he's drifting around doing a couple of donuts there, drifting under the truck as you can see in the distance. So yeah, showing off his skills, and we're loving it, loving every minute.
I think everyone here, we were loving it, except for when the dirt came over. I think we've got a great shot of just dirt to the face. It's not pleasant. A
mouthful of gravel.
Yes, that's what I want from an event, to go home.
That's the whole point of rallying, you know, and you know, if we could, we'd put that in the Dirt 3, so you know, the fans would eat gravel. So it would just add to the real.
Is that a pre-order bonus?
That's right. Just a free bit of gravel in the box with every purchase.
Bag of gravel with the game.
That's it. I mean, that's what it's all about. The grittiness and the freedom to do what you want in a racing car.
I noticed in Dirt 2 you had your trailer and all that, like the experience of that. That's gone for Dirt 3.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So what was that decision? When was that made?
Good question. Paul Coleman was really your man to be asking for about those.
We'll ask him. Yeah. Let's love it up. Me and you.
So you'll ask him there. So it's more about giving the player more of a professional racing experience. I mean, the trailer was all about, you know, being grassroots and getting into rallying and stuff, and now you're the same player, so you're now evolving into a more mature racing experience.
Awesome. So this is hardcore rally, and that's where you've gone. I mean,
definitely, yeah, without a doubt. I mean, you can see that we're not just giving just basic four-wheel drive cars anymore. You've got front-wheel drive rally cars right from the 60s, you know, rear-wheel drive cars from the 80s, Group B cars from the 80s, which is just ridiculously powerful, you know, almost intimidating to drive, to, you know, technical tour de forces like the WRC group as well. So it's all about professional racing on a broad scale.
Talking of cars, is it the only Gymkhana is that Ken Block's, or there are other ones in there for you to mess about with?
Good question.
These are good questions, aren't they?
These are great questions. You've come prepared today,
I
mate.
know!
Well, basically, we do have a variety of cars in the game. Of course, Ken Block's advertised 2 primary rally cars, hasn't he? It's actually 3 now, isn't it? So,
I don't know this third one.
The Ford Fiesta, which has just been out in Gymkhana 3. Prior to that, he had the Subaru Impreza.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
And the one before with the saloon-shaped Impreza as well. We've also got an Evo 10 in there for you as well. As you know, you're going to have the battle between the Subarus and the Evos. And we've got some more interesting cars like the Scion, TC, and a few other cars as well. I think there's Saturn Skies in there too. So some pretty unique sort of cars, and they certainly feel different to each other. So it's all about learning the cars to get the most out of them for Gymkhana, yeah.
You ever thought about sticking a Volvo back in there? Get some hardcore Volvo action going?
Actually, you know, that's not a bad idea. We have a lot of Finnish fans, you know, a lot of Swedish fans who love rallying Volvos, believe it or not. You know, we have been asked that before. However, the demand beyond that isn't really there. So, I mean, you know, I'm sure Volvo do a great job of manufacturing cars. You know, I mean, yeah, I mean, you know, they're manufactured in a country where they're used to snow. You know, so they've got to have good traction, haven't they, and they get to manage those things. In fact, we look at the manufacturers like that closely to make sure that we can model systems such as traction control and ABS accurately.
So do you have a lot of support from when you, right, we've got this car, will you ring them up and be like, can you give us the data that you've got, or do you have to work it out for yourself?
No, good question again.
Oh yeah, I know. I haven't even got any pay for me. It's just
firing out of all sorts of angles, aren't they? So, yeah, I mean, basically, we work with the manufacturers because obviously we've got to get the license for the car in the first place, and it's in their interest to get us the data for that car. So they give us a research pack which allows us to kind of like put as much of that data into the systems that we've got, the damage systems, the car handling systems, and then we go beyond that as well to work with rally drivers to see what it's like to push that car to the limit as well.
Well, the sun is slowly setting on Battersea Power Station, and I think the sun's setting for us as well.
Well, it's been a pleasure.
It's always a pleasure, and I can't wait till DiRT 4 or whatever next you're working on.
I'm sure you'll.
So we can have the same sort of, sun and burning rubber. That's the way to go. We've got more to come.